When I was 12, my teacher, Mr. Raven, falsely accused me to conceal the abuse he inflicted on his daughter, Leela, a classmate of mine. I risked everything to shield her and my family, uncovering a school-wide conspiracy that led to his dramatic downfall. It all began when Mr. Raven announced I was permanently removed from his class. He gathered my belongings, made a spectacle of tossing my backpack to the ground, and ordered me to the principal's office. I felt humiliated, but more than that, I was bewildered. I'd always been an exemplary student with no disciplinary issues. I'd scored a perfect 100% on my math exam the previous day. As I left the classroom, I noticed something odd. Leela, Mr. Raven's daughter, who had earned 98% on the same test, was already preparing to take my seat. At the principal's office, my parents were waiting, visibly furious. The principal claimed he'd overlook my supposed misconduct with a first grader if I agreed to switch classes. My parents, never ones to back down, demanded specifics about this alleged incident. The principal faltered, unable to provide evidence, but as the authority figure, he insisted I either change classes or face expulsion. That day, I was reassigned to a new class. During lunch, something unexpected happened. Leela approached me, something she'd never done before. She often cried when my test scores surpassed hers, so I braced for her to gloat. Instead, her eyes brimmed with tears as she whispered, "Please tell Mr. Raven you cheated on that test." Stunned, I asked why. She replied, "Because he beats me when I'm not the top student." My jaw dropped. She rolled up her sleeve, revealing bruises, and confessed Mr. Raven withheld food unless she was first in class. She hadn't eaten in 3 days and felt faint. I hugged her, insisting we tell someone, but she sobbed, begging me not to involve the principal. She'd tried that before, and it only worsened her situation. I promised we'd find another way. I shared my lunch with her discreetly, then went to Mr. Raven and admitted to cheating. He practically danced with glee. That landed me back in the principal's office that same day, this time without my parents. Alone with 2 intimidating adults, they exploited my vulnerability, warning that continued cheating would lead to expulsion, and hinting that boys at tougher schools nearby would enjoy someone like me. I went home terrified and told my parents everything, Leela's bruises, her starvation, and the principal's threats. My mom nearly collapsed from shock. She immediately emailed the principal, demanding a meeting. The next morning, my dad handed me 2 lunches, one for me, one for Leela, with instructions for her to come to our house after school. I followed his plan. Leela's eyes welled up at the sight of a peanut butter sandwich just for her. After school, she came to our house, where my parents gave her a warm shower. We learned Mr. Raven not only starved and hit her, but forced her to study all night, for bad friendships, and confined her to the house. Her sole purpose was to be the best in school. She hadn't seen a doctor in over a year, despite being dangerously underweight. My parents wanted to call CPS, but Leela stopped them, revealing she'd reported the abuse last year. The CPS agent, Mr. Raven's brother, dismissed her claims as lies and deemed her home safe. Devastated, we devised a plan. This is just a short part of the story. For the full story, click the link below and watch it on our channel. And don't forget to subscribe, like, and share, so you never miss the amazing stories we upload next.